Hi Sagittarius, this is Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kayleigh. This is a, sorry if I look a bit confused. I keep having this cough, but only since I picked up the cards to do a Sagittarius reading. And I went to start the video and I was like, oh no, I need a drink, put it off. So it feels like there's something you want to say, but you're putting it off. I can't quite say it yet. Or, yeah, bollocks. Really weird. Like a frog in your throat. Just wants to leap out and say something. Very bizarre, Sagittarius. Anyway, this is what you want. I almost like want to avoid doing the reading. It's like avoidance of something. So yeah, Sagittarius, there is no date stamp on this. Everything you need to know is down below with regards to decks or links to birth charts to see if anything's in your chart that I may refer to. All that gump is down there. I don't even want to look at the camera. It's like literally I want to tell you and it's just like I can't bring myself to do it. It's really, really weird. What are you avoiding saying? Oh, let's have a look. Anyway, what is it, Sagittarius? This is what you need to hear. What do you need to know? It may not be what you want to hear. It may not be what you want to know, but it's what you need to know. Let's have this. What is it? What does Scorpio? Two of Swords. Decision. Tied up. Two pecking things. Pecking away at you. What is it? Deciding between one or the other. Ten of Swords. Freedom. Walking away from something. This has got balance on there. On her arm. She's got balance. Air. Gemini. Oh, something's gone flying. Bear with me. Oh, Six of Cups in reverse. I don't normally read reversals, but I might for that one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. What are you refusing to acknowledge, Sag? Something from the past that you're refusing to even consider, to even think about. Headache. I don't have a headache. I just felt ow, headache. I forget that that's not related to the thought process though. Head injury. A bang to the head. Knock some sense into you. Somebody gone, you're so fucking stupid, what's wrong with you? Knock some sense into you. It's like your mother's had a word with you. You're like, no, it's not that. No, that's long gone. That was done. You're refusing to acknowledge it. It's long gone, Mum. What are you talking about? Literally just felt like a clonk round the head. Weird. What is it? What is Sagittarius refusing to acknowledge? What is Sagittarius refusing to acknowledge? Or what do they need to know? Too many cards. Come on, there we go. Nine of Swords, something that keeps you up at night. There's a lot of sword energy here. You just cannot get this out of your head, whatever it is. It's almost like there's something you want and you just, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. And then you're almost like grieving that it's never going to happen. It's like a ghost. There's a ghost bird. Something haunts you, Sag. Something haunts you. That you're refusing to even acknowledge that it haunts you. Regret. What is it? You do keep trying to walk away, or somebody walked away from you. Somebody walked away from you. Something to do with beaches as well. There's a lot of sand here. Beaches and fields. No buildings. Freedom, openness. Everything's shut. Everything. There's no eyes. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're not even contacting each other. It's like somebody was in your life and you don't talk anymore. You don't talk anymore. Whether they walked away or you walked away. The beach has some sort of element to it. You're haunted by this past memory. Something to do with the beach. Or fields. That's a pillow. Pillow. Which, yes, is to do with bed, but camping. There's an element of camping. Or sleeping under the stars. A night in a field. Just almost watery. It almost fades to water, but that's not. When you look at it, it's the sky. It's the night sky. Haunted by a memory of camping by a beach. And you feel like this person walked away from you. Because you thought it was going to be like the full like childhood naive belief that it could lead to something. They would be loyal to you. Because that's in reverse. So you thought that you would grow up together. They would be loyal by your side the whole way, and they're not. That weird noise, by the way, is my cat trying to lick itself. That noise. Like a squeegee. Yeah, this was something that was full of potential for growth when you were younger. Why is it when I do a Sag read, it's always something that happened in the past when they were younger? Some Sag out there is not learning a lesson. I'm not hearing it. So, this past event. That's too many cards. I can do it, but not with like 6 or 7 cards. There we go. Strength. Infinity. Lion. Passion. Fire. Vigor. Strength. Lamb. But there was a gentleness. You love them ferociously, but tenderly, if that's possible. They were fire and passion, but lamb to the slaughter I've also got. Lamb to the slaughter. 6 of Swords, moving on. Somebody moved on. 3 went one way, 3 went the other. 3 of Swords is heartache and pain. You each went in a different direction. Both with heartache and grief. And there's a rock with a star on it there. Shipwrecked chasing a dream. It could be like a marker in the sea, like they drown, emotions drowned, swallowed by the sea. Either way, you've turned around and tried to mourn it and move on from it. Still in that boat though, still trying to process it. And anyway, you've got the Ace of Pentacles, like there was potential for growth. Could be that you've had a new opportunity for a relationship or since, like, but it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same. This was like the dream you had, and this is what you thought it was, and that they're standing on a big one, big mandala. grounded. 1 foot in the air, daydream, ready to turn. That reminds me of Billie Eilish. And 'cause you're a tough guy, guy. I'm the bad guy. You've made them the bad guy. You've made them the bad guy. That's why they won't even look at you. They won't even talk to you. They can't face you because you've made them the bad guy. Shame. They're ashamed of something that happened between whatever this was, this potential that never quite happened. You've found a new one since. It's not quite the same, but there is potential for growth in this other person, and this time you are treasuring it and nurturing it. But whatever it was before, it never reached potential. And you left broken and they left broken, but what you've done is you made them ashamed of who they were, are the choices they made. They were teetering. They weren't balanced, fully grounded and balanced. They were teetering. And they've took strength and they've brought their lion back. They're no longer this lamb. That was what they were. They're now focused away from being this vulnerable person. Oh, cunning, heart, fire, passion. They're moving forward. You knew they had it in them. You knew. This is how you see them. You see them as that ferocious person. What they see is only meek and mild and weak. You knew they had strength. You've always known that they had that strength in them. Who walked? I think it was much and muchness, because there are no, well, there's the 9 of swords, but even then it's 8 with the 1. That sword truth, that ghost that follows you, that true ghost that follows you, that haunts you, that one decision that haunts you. You mourn over whatever happened by a beach or camping or there are no hills, there are no mountains, there are no buildings. It's all out, open. Leo, August, something in August. August is relevant. July, August, summer holidays. In the UK, that's the summer holidays. July, August. Leo season is relevant. But all I'm seeing is 2 pulling each direction. This could be because you can't quite choose what way to go forward at the moment. 10 is an even number, walking away. 6 of Cups is about balance and reciprocity. Can't get the word out. Give and take, but this one's very much like progression, path, looking back at the path you've took together, but you didn't take a path together. It never got sorted. Somebody walked away, and that's whether that's you or them. And it's you, it's them. You both have this situation where you regret things and you look back and you haunt each other. I don't think you realise that you quite haunt each other, and it brings shame to one of you or both of you. It's always knocked and left you off kilter, that it never became what it should have been. The word made in Italy has just shone out at me from one of the deck boxes. Made in Italy. What was made in Italy? Something about Italy is important. Made in Italy. There are trees. You couldn't see the wood for the trees. Maybe you just loved when it was just you in your bubble, the two of you in your bubble, and when the world got involved, that was when it was a problem. But you were too young and naive to build your own bubble. I think on some level you do want a re-beginning with them, but I also get the feeling that you've, because there are two routes here, there's three routes, like, let's say this is your route and that's their route, and that's great, but there's this other new one that's kind of come along since, and only two shoots grow up. So who's the other shoot belong to? Which I think is this Two of Swords. Who does the shoot belong to? Is it this new person that you want to grow with? Is it them, or is it this other person? I mean, this other person's not quite grown up to, they're fully fledged yet. It's like you're not fully committed to what you're committed to, you and your journey, and that's great. You've worked on you and you're growing beautifully. It's almost like this person had to find who they are and their power. And you're like, that's beautiful. It's beautiful that you've done that. That you're not that lamb anymore, and that I saw that fire in you. I saw it in you. You just, and it's wonderful, and you're celebrating that. But now you're like, oh, but we've moved on. We went our two separate ways. Three that way, three that way. Heartbreak. You both had heartbreak. There's these black crows everywhere. What is it? That's just crows. Ravens, remorse, misery. They're clever, but they are a sign of misery. The Chariot. It was a path that didn't happen. You couldn't make it happen. It came up upside down. It could be a Cancer that got away, because the Chariot is Cancer. It's like you had all these plans and dreams, and it had all this potential, and it just didn't get started. You were never allowed to follow the path. You never followed the path. Caravan. There's one person riding on their own in that. A caravan. Camping, caravan, beach, holiday. Holiday romance that you thought could have been something. Forests. The sea, the beach. Just countryside by the beach. Holiday, caravan holidays. But it was something that was full of such potential, and it just never happened. It never got started. What do we need to know about it, though? You need to, first of all, acknowledge what it is. It is what it is, and you need to acknowledge that there is feelings, that this never happened. It's like you're grieving that it never happened. What do they need to do? What is the message? You've travelled. Inner reflection to, you know where you're supposed to be. You're refusing to acknowledge and process these feelings. You're refusing to acknowledge the burden that it is. It's upside down, which can sometimes be a freedom from those burdens. But this is almost like you're not even acknowledging them. See, it's towing, it's carrying stuff, travelling, and there's a hill you have to get over. You're blocked from this person, and it feels like a huge bloody mountain between you. Stairs to climb, and you still sit there and daydream though and reflect on it. There was something by a cliff. See, the sea's there again. And this is like a sand dune. It's not a... What is it? Anyway, well, there you go. Ace of Cups. This is your secret heart potential, love potential. 8 of Wands, you need to contact them. And when you do, or you'll hear from them, one or the other. I think you're prepared. You've got someone else already, and then you're going to message this person. Hey, how are you? Da, da, da. Shall we have a cup of tea? Shall we have a cup of coffee? Have a catch up over a cup of coffee? Fancy a little catch up? Start texting. Yeah, it's great. You know that this makes your heart sing. They make your heart sing. Just the thought of them warms you up and makes your heart sing. This is all magic, and the fireworks will go bang, bang, bang. So you just want to, yeah, you're telling me I have to say it. I get it. I'm just scared to say it. You need to message them. You need to tell them. However, I'm getting Queen of Cups again. Look. They're in a much better place now, just so you know. If it was about emotional stability, they're in a much better place now. They're not shipwrecked anymore. They're quite comfortable in their own skin. And they kind of want to do their own thing by the look of it. It doesn't mean they're not open to you. It just means they want to do their own thing. Sneaky, betrayal, fly by the night, secret. If you're with somebody else, you're going to do this behind their back. Secrets, and you're not entirely honest with your intentions either to the other person. You want them, I get that, they're your happily ever after, they're what you dream about. When you have always, there's always been a what if I just made the other choice, what if it was an impossible choice for you, but you've made that choice. You kind of have to leave that where it was. That is what happened. You can't change the past. And you feel blocked. You want to race towards them, but you can't because you just feel like your road is blocked. You know it's where you're supposed to be. You've got all these feelings that you've let burdens build up, that you carry it with you. So yes, they make your heart sing. They are, you've always thought they were the one, the dream that you had. Message them, for fuck's sake, just message them. Just you might even have to be a little bit resourceful. But hey, how are you? Had a thought about you today, and work in that way. Please be aware that they are the Queen of Cups. They are happy, they're comfortable, they're balancing their emotions. They're quite happy to deal with their emotions if they weren't prepared to before. They're not swollen up in stormy seas. They just sit by the warm and the sunshine. They're in a much better place. They've maintained their cup. They are looking after themselves now, and they look great. And they've probably dyed their hair a funky colour, and you just think, oh my God, you look amazing. You're in such a good place. This is what I knew you could be. They've probably gone quite spiritual lately. Yeah, you want to make an offer to them. You love them, you want to romance them, you want to go back to the beach and have a picnic. Except this time there's things in the background. It's not just a daydream anymore. There's actually features and there's things building up, and you want to build up with them. There's a letter there. You want to send them a message. Dude, your heart. Yeah, you wear your heart on your sleeve a little bit with them. And you see how there were two horses on that caravan? Two horses, white and black. You were on two different paths and you couldn't quite bring your paths together. This is a grey horse. So the two can merge. You just need to make it happen. Stop stalking them. Stop stalking them to see if they're single. They're all good, thanks. They're good. They're sorting their shit out. They've sorted the shit out. They're in a good place. They're in a good place. Working away, studying, doing whatever it is, doing the work on them. They've done it. That's what you wanted them to do, right? That's what you wanted them to do. You're balanced in a good place. They're balanced in a good place with regards to this relationship. The king has come out to match the queen. We've also got the knight. Christ, if you had the page of cup, you'd have the full court. Yeah, you just need to message them. talk to them again. The worst they can say is no, but I don't think they would. I think they'd be quite happy to chat with you, even if you were back in their life cordially. They might not necessarily want a relationship with you, but they definitely want you in their life. They're quite happy to receive a message from you. They're confident, they're sassy, they're probably a little bit witchy actually. They've probably gone a bit witchy. That's not a bad thing. Hocus pocus. A little bit of hocus pocus. They're not spellbinding you. This is meant to happen, and then you've got the Wheel of Fate, the big twist of fate. It's fate, it's supposed to happen, and then you have death and rebirth. This is the new beginning. It's the end of being apart and the beginning of this new horizon full of stars and hope and magic, and nights are special between you. Something about the night is special between you. Whoever the other person is, you need to be honest with them. You need to be honest with them. To them, it's going to feel like it comes out of nowhere. And they're not even going to be aware of these secrets. This secret that you've been carrying, they're not even aware of this other person. It's just black and white again, like, and the moon is between them, and she's caught between these two people, these two star-crossed lovers, so to speak. They will walk away. It's not going to be easy on them. Because you've done it sneaky, that's what's going to hurt. That will hurt them if you've done it sneaky. They're going to hurt, they're going to grieve, they're probably going to scream at you. I can't believe you've done this, but at the end of the day, they will get over it, and they will learn to love again. And equally, you just need to take this leap. You know they're the one, you know they're the sun to your moon, or moon to your sun. The yin to your yang, but this person that you just cannot decide between, they balance you. They may be over emotional and you overthink that you're over passionate. It doesn't matter, you balance each other out. You're the yin to the yang. This is also your card. Temperance is the Sagittarian card. You balance each other out. You're who you're supposed to. You're just each other's person. And I've had this for so long in these reads. It's like over a couple of years I've had Sagittarius just not acknowledging that this is the person they're supposed to be with. Anyway, Sag, as always, yours go extra long and it's telling you the same thing. This is the person you're supposed to be with. This is who you're supposed to be with. Okay. Let's have a card from the universe. Has your back? Is it the universe? No, you need the Moonology card. A Moonology card. What advice have you got, Sagittarius? The energy is gaining momentum. This is who you're supposed to be with. It's sitting there. It's growing. It's unavoidable. It's like it's waiting to come out. You get into the point where it has to happen. This has to happen. I have to spill it out. It has to. Waxing moon. There's three birds. The three birds from the Three of Swords. There's Six of Swords. But they're flying back into the picture, not away, over the mountains. That grief is leading you back over the mountain to where you're supposed to be. Is there anything else Sagittarius needs to know? Come on, what does Sag need to know? Is there anything else? You're feeling like it just needs to spill out, like you just need to tell them. And you do, you just need to tell them. That's the only mountain you have to get over, is the fear of communicating them again. The worst they're going to say is, fuck off, mate. What the fuck are you doing back in my life? But I don't think they would. I think they're quite open to you contacting them. There's no there's no hate. I think they've took it on themselves. Luck is on your side. Have a look at the Scorpio read. I think these two, was it Scorpio or Libra? Luck is on your side. It's funny because I've shuffled these loads and those two have still come out. Luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. Now is the time to fire your arrow and go for what you truly believe is yours. And the new moon is in your sign in that, so yeah. Luck is on your side, Sag. New start for Sag. Chance to grow together. This is all growing, beginning energy. Beautiful. Nope, not that one either. Is there any more for Sag? I'll give it a couple more. There we go. Your dreams need a practical plan, which is the full moon in Taurus. Yeah, don't just sneak in. You need to, yes, contact them. Yes, be honest, but beware that there will be things that you have to deal with as a result of this. Practical plan. If you want a relationship with that person, maybe you need to have a look at maybe what that could mean for you. If that's moving or to them, because there was all that Chariot by the sea. Chariot is travel. It could be a practical side of that. If it's going to work and you want it long term, then there are things that you also need to deal with. All that past hurt that happened between you, you need to have that conversation with them if you want this to lead to something and deal with that. There may be other things to overcome, but a new romantic cycle begins, which is a new moon in Libra. Balance. My moon's in Libra and I'm a Cancer. Message me. I'm joking. I'm joking. A new romantic cycle begins, and then communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Communication is key. All these new moons and full moons, there's no waningness. There's no prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus, and then on the bottom it's got a win-win outcome is forecast. Libra. This is all to do with Libra, Sagittarian energy. There was also Queen of Cups and King of Cups. There was some cup energy, so it could be a Cancer. You had the Chariot, didn't you? Chariot and Temperance. So that's you. Yeah, it could be a Cancer with elements of Libra and Taurus in there. Moon. Taurus moon, Libra moon. With a water sign, because it was the Queen and King of Cups. But they just make you emotionally happy, Sag. So you just know it's them. You know in your gut it's them. You know it's them, and you've known for years. This has been going on for years. Let's not pretend it's something from your younger formative years. And you probably minimise it like, oh no, it couldn't be, and oh they've moved on, and oh they've done this. You have no, yeah, oh no, you know they've moved on. Oh no, they don't want me. Just message them. If nothing else, you meet up and you realise it's not what you wanted anyway. But you need to be honest with yourself as much as anybody else. So if you are sneaking around, you need to understand why with yourself, why you feel the need to sneak around. But I feel you'll only sneak around until you've found out how their heart lies. So, and if they're meant to be with you, then they will be. Anyway, Sag, I hope that's told you everything you need to hear. I hope the next time it's not with regards to whoever this Cancer is that you're in love with, Sag. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Namaste.